The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wildcats offense will get the first swing of the game. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
Open runway ahead. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Now the play fake. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Ingram. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll just keep slinging it. He caught it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are, just finding an easy completion.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game. So how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will try to get something going with their first possession. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over the middle of the field against these guys.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Dropping back, it's Carr. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A shot toward the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Sooner!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. A 1st down for the offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Hard running there.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man in the middle. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They'll throw it on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. On target. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What a grab and go for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Half-second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. He'll keep it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll run play action. Getting some heat. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Dropping back, it's Carr. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Now on second down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. He'll set up to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Carr. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Sooners are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. On the move at the 30. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Coming after. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas State has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 21 over James Madison. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Across the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Quick strike complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Give him 6. Touchdown Sooners!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The completion short of the sticks. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Gutierrez. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far, and it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Sooners are marching down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters, but one thing they always have, offensive success.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Off the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking to throw its car. Trying to get to it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Makes the quick grab. Smashes through. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. On the return, it's Harbor. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
To the air, it's Carr. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Smashes through the tackle. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes the offense on second down. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Perkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Off-play action. Got it on the outside. It's Gutierrez. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is true as he puts 3 on the... So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running game.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. To the air, it's Carr. Finds his target down the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass.
He's off to the races. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100-touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Wildcats headed quickly to the line.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Got a man. It's Gutierrez. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything right now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3-and-out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. They are shaking the rafters of this place, trying to help their defense as they've got them pinned deep. He'll start this drive firing. Completes it in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Trying to find his man on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They keep attacking through the air. He's got an open man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Gutierrez. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. He's going to pass. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the two-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. He makes the grab for the two, but wait just a second. There is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. He's looking to pass. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the first quarter.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. And the Sooners hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.